Nielsen Paulus. Oh, it's cyclocross time. Not quite the season yet, is it? As Axel Zangler. The man they want to put in place for that fast finish if they can find it, as Adam Yates was still there. We're into the final 10 kilometres. Here come Binyam Girmay's Intermarché. We haven't really seen them en masse for a while, but they're looking after the Eritrean superstar through the centre. Third in this race last year. He has Mike Turniser here to support him this time. Ajudazar looking to make it 2 from 2. Benoit Cosnefroy with a breakthrough last year. Here's Healy towards the back, the man who attacked at the bottom of the last climb. Pierre-André Côté is the best hope for the Canadian national team. He's got a fast finish on him. Wears 2:21 on that red and white jersey. Again, a very large group at this stage in the race. Sam Oman up there in fifth wheel. Tim Wellens waits with a white jersey on. He has Mark Hirschi in front of him. Here we are in this long straight section. Just up there for EF Education Easy Post is Mikel Honoré. And Brian, you mentioned him earlier on. Good to see him at the pointy end of a race here.
Definitely. He just about hung on to second place last year. Just got kind of swamped a little bit as they started to sprint for the final. Arnaud Delay moving up on the right-hand side as well. So I think he has a good chance. I think it was Conchi who was on the attack for Alpecin de Koning in the previous lap that nearly hit the road furniture. But I think Lotto Destiny doing what they did the last time, gaining good position, looking after Arnaud Delay. But there's a lot of riders that have just sat there doing nothing all day. Now they've been brought back to the front, and it's all about how much you've saved throughout the day.
Pippa, you talked about this in the stages. This is where you will find out.
Yeah, this is definitely where we're going to find out. For the last couple of laps, Michael Matthews has stayed really calm. He's not followed any of those big accelerations, and now he's got two riders in front of him heading into this kind of crucial section. He doesn't necessarily have to follow the big attack that's going to go from as soon as we turn left and start the climb, but he has to survive it. So for him, he's got to get into there in the first 10, 15 riders at worst, and not be subject to any kind of massive gap to close if anything happens.
Sitting on the wheel of Binyam Girmay and the Intermarché riders. In fact, it's Turniser who's up there. This is Madouas who's being kept at the front now. Google moving up, Hermans as well. They're in the blue jerseys with the red Alpecin signs across the centre. It's Eenkorn, the former Dutch champion, on the left-hand side in the red. Two wheels behind him, his leader, Arnaud Delay, one of the fastest riders in the race. Stan de Wolof still well positioned for Ajudazar. By number 2, Cosnefroy is in front of him, and it's Ben O'Connor sacrificing his own opportunities to keep them all at the front. Mohoric moving up right hand side, red jersey on. 5 kilometres remaining now. And this is where teams are sacrificing riders for the final time, Pippa, to keep their position where they need to be.
Yeah, so now it's getting pretty dodgy. This is a full-on sprint. Oh, it's the finish line for some of these riders. So like Ben O'Connor, his day's over now, and you have riders doing Pilos on the front, full sprint to get position for that left-hand corner that's coming up. You can just see the amount of pressure there is at the moment.
Sam Oman on the left-hand side trying to contribute what he can, but he's not even able to get to the front to give the turn. It is difficult. And it's now de Wolof who moves in front of his teammate to give the defending champion the opportunity to do what he did last year. Barret Pintre's already off the back and radios in to say he will be of no use whatsoever. They're going to swing left. They'll arch in the right-hand side at the moment, back to the left again, and then up the hill. 4 kilometres remaining in this Grand Prix Québec 2023. Scale Moser in about 20th positioning, trying to move up.
The thing is, you're going for the bottom there. We saw Ben Healy attack the previous time, and it's very tough to go right from the bottom. It's about measuring this. I think if you want to win this, you don't go this time. The second incline is where you make your move.
On rider pulling out one by one, they pull out. That's Turner, so it looks like he was done there. And now then, it's time for Cosnefroy to go again. Try to repeat what he did last year. He gets a gap and they chase him, but the gap's opening up here. There's still a way to go to the finish line, but he looks around and nobody can get there, Pippa. Can he keep it going?
No, so he did exactly this last year, a very, very strong move. The problem he's got is that there's probably more riders in that peloton than there was last year. So if he can pull this off, it would be pretty spectacular.
He's gone earlier than he did last year. Last year he went in the second part of the climb. He's gone right from the bottom. Perfect lead out, of course, and used it to his advantage. But like you say, there's a few riders out of position. They'll get back into position now. And I'm not too sure he's going to pull it off for the second year in a row.
In his favour, back-to-back things is a thing in this race. Sagan in 16-17, Matthews in 18-19, Cosnefroy last year. Can he do it this year? Still 3Ks to the line, though. They telegraphed it from the bottom. There'll be no panic behind yet. There are still teammates to bring this back, and that's exactly what Jaco Alula are trying to do. Michael Matthews had to settle for second place, winning the sprint from behind last year. He'll be hoping that they catch the man, and they're getting closer to him now, Pippa.
Yeah, they are. He had about 5-6 seconds at the most there, but slowly he's getting pulled back. But you can look, and we're trying to see where the big sprinters are. Probably another 10 positions back from this, and it's going to be difficult for Cosnefroy to pull this off from there. Like Brian said, he went here. He just went about here, before the 2 kilometers, and he just held in last year. So, but it looks like he's going to have a bit of difficulty, and you can see everybody waiting for somebody else to close the gap just behind.
Looks like it's Simon Yates who's bringing this one back, by the way, for Jaco Alula. There he is in the blue and white left-hand side. They approach and try and do the same and try and bring them back as well. Still there, still waiting is Craig van Avermaet, but it's Lafay on the left-hand side.
Paulus.
It's Paulus now in the pink. He's there with Hirschi trying to come on his wheel. You can see there wearing 186. Maxi Vochils is there. Cosnefroy is not going to repeat. Cosnefroy is going to be caught. 2K still to the line, and it's going to be Nilsen Paulus who flies past him. Chased now by Mike Hirschi and Valentin Madouas. Lafay there, just closing the gap in fourth wheel. Von Gils up there as well. Keep your eye on Tudor Pro Cycling's Alexander Kamp, who is in the mix in fifth place. Now, how does Paulus play it from here? 1.7Ks to go.
There's not a lot he can do. He made his big effort there. Cosnefroy made his big effort, and we're starting to see kind of stealth moves now. And this is a time when you can do this, but Paulus just closes the Ineos Grenadiers down, and this is a great opportunity here. If you've got the legs and you don't have the big